Hello and welcome to Campaign Comrades, inaugural Comrade campaign, our tabletop episode. We're going to be doing these theoretically.
Don't lock us down. Don't lock us down.
Yeah, no, that's the
we don't promise, that way we can't underdeliver.
that was the theoretically part, and I didn't put a timeline there, did I? I just said theoretically.
You'll be lucky if you get some of these episodes.
Yeah, this one might never even leave the editor table. Who knows? We'll see. That's on me.
I wonder if
tell.
to our fine listeners in Malaysia, if listening to a D&D campaign will get them like arrested for sedition, or be part of an inquisition, for doing demonology.
I mean, you're not. I'll look into it. What does Elon always say? Looking into this.
Yeah, I'm looking into it.
Yeah,
this is a good idea. I'm looking into it.
This is interesting. Yes. But we are kicking off with a nice little one shot here today. Theoretically, we are zooming in to our character party here as we're coming in over the town, the cityscape. It is a traditional thatch roof type town, at least on this side of town where we're meeting them up. They have previously been propositioned by a one-eyed turtle named Tortas to repossess an artifact that was valuable to his family that had been taken from them by a dastardly man known as Eberron John.
Eberron John. Do I know this? Do I know this name of Eberron John? Does that jog any memory of the local community or anything?
I mean, yes, you would know him through local community. He's the curator of the local museum. He's generally in the local folklore thought of as a hero, a man who brings treasures from afar to people who would never see them, and gives back to his community theoretically in a way. Hosts children's events.
So he's a fellow grave robber who has just cultivated a minor cult of personality around him.
Yes, exactly. He's very charismatic. That's right. A very good way of putting it.
Does he frequent my place of work?
You have definitely met him.
Okay. He's a regular.
Yeah.
I think I bought drugs from this guy.
So should we jump into?
He has his hands in many markets. We'll say he is not just a one-dimensional.
In my market too. You know what I mean?
But they've been tasked by Tortas to retrieve this. It's an orb. He described it as like a pearlescent orb with brass bands spanning around it. He said that his people don't necessarily
pondering.
Yeah, he sort of basically said something along those lines, where it's an artifact that his family, they don't really have a name for it per se. Everyone's called it something else, and in their lineage, as it's gone on, it's been referred to as the orb, the pearl, the eye, many different names. And our intrepid adventurers have, before they've cased the joint already, so they have an idea of what they're looking at. They've gone and seen this Eberron John's museum of wonderment and extremities, and they've picked out their point of entry, and they are now going to pick up the remainder of their supplies for their inquisition. And we're zooming in on a bakery. It's got a lovely little wooden sign swinging, painted on it haphazardly, because this town isn't purdy enough to take the care. On it reads, "Shut your pie hole." And do you want to explain to the viewers?
Should we describe ourselves first?
That's what I was about to. As the door opens, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to explain what was walking in, and
Yeah, who wants to go first? I am the one who I am very interested in going to this pie hole show.
I think you got to be the first one through the door.
Okay, so kicking open the door is a lithe halfling man of indeterminate age. It's hard to tell with halflings.
Of course, yeah.
Am I, just
is
out?
He 40? Is he 400?
Yeah, have I just been kicked out, out of the house by higher ups, or yeah, have I been an adventurer for a long time? You'll never know, and you'll never get that out of me.
You never tell.
I am wearing the most obvious thing about me, though, is that I'm wearing this green robe that like kind of covers up a kind of almost like a jester's motley of different kind of scarves and clothing bits that like maybe to the close observer can see the glint of a chain shirt underneath that shows that I am more than just a silly face.
Always packing.
I got that thing on me. But to those who know me, like this kind of again weird motley of different colors all makes sense when you learn just a little bit about me. I just say that robe that I'm wearing is just kind of dotted with all these different weird kind of seemingly mundane
Joseph's
objects.
Technicolor dream coat.
Yeah. But yeah, to those who know me and to my somewhat new recent friends, they at least know part of this story. Part of it I probably keep to myself.
Of course.
Actually, you know what? I probably don't, because I'm an evangelist. I am a cleric. I am a cleric. So I tell my story to whoever will listen, because I'm all about spreading that message. So
praise the Lord.
My name is
that good word.
Is Reynald Fournier. My friends call me Ray Ray.
Ray.
I grew up in the circus. I never knew my real parents. Instead, I was raised by a mime who never spoke a word to me in the 18 years I was under his care. Until after a tragic accident during one of his acts, where he was gored by a rabid caribou, with his dying breath, he pulled me in close and whispered, "You're gay," and then promptly expired. The look of pure pleasure and release on his face, and the mess in his pantaloons, has been burned into my memory. His ultimate triumph, however, was his ascension to godhood for an unrelenting commitment to the bit. Having been owned so hard that day, I vowed to follow in his footsteps to discover the supreme prank, the ultimate spoof, the incredible goof that will see me elevated to a similar status, so that I too may get off as he did and leave this empty mortal shell behind. So
and might I ask, pray tell, what the name of this deity, this ascended?
Well, his stage name was Hornay Fournier. He was a ribald tiefling mime. I just called him Papa. I don't know what his real name. I don't know what his real name may have been.
That's all we need. Just wanted to write it down.
Because again, the only words he said to me were on that fateful day. And maybe with just a final gasp of "Haha, got him," and that was it. That's it, and that has shaped my psyche till this day. So no spoof is too small, no goof too grand. I am, I'm on the hunt, and that's why I, basically left the circus and have engaged in a life of adventuring to. It's the prime ground for pranking. So that's where I am now. I met these two while we all converged on a similar excursion looking for an item. And I was trying to do an absolutely epic prank, which I will describe later on.
Prank.
that, you know, it remains one of the highlights of my career so far, but still not good enough. I'm still here. I'm still living. I still really haven't gotten
you
off.
haven't
so.
ascended yet. You're a
No.
little surprised that a prank of that magnitude didn't work.
We were all hunting for our different reasons. We were, you know, this one of these local churches, you know, they're a dime a dozen. They were, you know, they were bringing out this new relic from some long lost saint or whatever, but it's like some saint to this like fertility goddess. And, you know, I didn't really
before we get to how we met up, why don't we introduce our other characters?
But it's my prank. This was my prank.
It was the
So,
prank.
because you
Okay,
guys can talk
okay.
about like what was your reasoning for going there. This was my reasoning.
Got it.
This was like some you know, some like, you know, it was like the tailbone, the coccyx of some fucking saint, you know, like maybe had
San
been like,
Pietro.
yeah, like shaped into like a cock ring or something. And
San Francisco. Or
who
was
cares?
it San Diego, a whale's vagina?
Yeah, who cares what it was
to quote
for?
the great Anchorman.
My whole thing was I replaced the ass bone of this saint with the tailbone of a donkey. So it was the ass bone of an ass, and it was just like
It's incredible.
It was just nirvana.
Amazing.
She, you know, I definitely got off at that time, but you know, obviously it wasn't successful enough.
Didn't
But
ascend, so now you know you have to go farther. You
I'm
must go even
hoping
further beyond.
I'm hoping that this Tortas guy has got like what this plan he's got for us, you know, will be prime territory for the prankery. But so I've got these this laundry list I got to check off of things to prep for the thing, which is what brings us to Shut Your Pie Hole. As I kick in the door. Yeah.
And so Ray moves forward through the door, and then next through the door.
Mike,
Are you
I'm
pointing
last.
at me?
I'm coming in last.
All
Yeah, I'm coming in last.
All right. Well, first, Ray, I just hate to break it to you, but that prank probably failed because it was probably already an ass's ass.
Probably. Yeah, my bet is that nobody
swapping
noticed.
one ass.
My bet is that probably nobody noticed.
Exactly. No one noticed because you swapped an ass for an ass.
But does that make it the prank even better? That like that
It
they're just going off.
A prank that
not...
goes unnoticed is simultaneously the best and worst prank, because the
Yeah.
only way you get the reaction is once it's found. But a prank being found can sometimes mean it was not a good prank.
Yeah. See, for me, I'm just like the fact that I'm the only one. I was the only one who knows. It's just like I'm just like. Oh,
no, it is kind of beautiful, but not
Constantly
ascension worthy.
Edging yourself thinking about it.
Yeah. Basically.
All right, so my name is Isota. I'm a female tiefling bard druid.
Would you say that again for the people
for the folks at home, including myself, so I can write this fucking gibberish down?
It's Isotta. Isota.
Okay.
I am a lady of the night. I'm a little jaded. The matron of the Coccyx Inn, and
the cock sucking in is what the locals call it.
Yeah, exactly. And
it does have a traditional name. I believe it's called Miras, but
yeah. So, you know, I typically I don't trust men to go take get my money, so I go get my money on my own when I get shitty patrons that decide to stiff me and stiff my gals.
That's an empowered woman. She's her own pimp. We love it.
Yeah, I'm a girl boss.
Progressive.
Slay queen.
We love to see it.
I just don't understand why. I don't understand why none of y'all are collecting ahead of time. Because no service, no pay.
Yeah,
I mean,
but sometimes they take it back.
That's their own
they
fault.
Hit the girls. No, we take it up front. Don't worry. I'm a good businesswoman. I'm a girl boss.
You also take
queen.
it up. You also take it up back. Oh,
yeah. That one ascends you. Just that joke. Yeah. So we met as I was trying to the reason I was on this expedition getting this church relic with these dingai was that the bishop of that that congregation
It's
of
the Church of
whatever.
Bahamut. It's always the Church of
Yeah.
Bahamut.
Yeah, that dragon is given pussy energy for sure.
He stiffed us. He took the money back. He backhanded one of my gals with his fucking big ass ring because he's a rich cleric bastard.
Hey, don't lump us all in, at the same.
Not all clerics.
I don't.
I earn my own. I earn my
obviously-
living as I go.
Yeah, but I'm always down with the goofs. Love goofing on the men and robbing from them when I also
I am an
I
equal
gotta take a
opportunity
vig.
I am an equal opportunity spoof and goofer.
All right, just making sure. So I'm really hot, all natural, busty.
Color skin.
So you're a tiefling, right?
Yeah. Purple.
Okay, purple tiefling. Horns.
Yeah, always horns, of course horns.
Yeah, but I mean, any sort of ornament on the horns, any sort of unique swirl.
I got a couple cock rings that I stole off some patrons, or that have maybe died.
Some barbarians collect toes. You collect cock rings.
Yeah.
So yeah, I let you
hanging.
add the one that we stole to your collection because I don't give a fuck about it. I don't care about the
that
object itself.
That wasn't part of the
Yeah.
prank. You don't care about that at
No,
all.
I don't give a
If
shit.
anything,
no.
not caring about it makes it more prank worthy.
Yeah, I only need
Exactly.
enough. I only need enough to procure the supplies for my next prank. That's it. That's all I need.
Yeah, I'm down to clown. But yeah, I'm a girl boss slay queen that is gonna protect herself.
You wearing armor or robes, cloaks, anything like that?
Just some
that you wanna-
leather armor. No, I tend not to wear clothes, maybe some silkiness over it, but
Leather
Yeah,
that's
it's just-
lingerie.
yeah,
she's
exactly.
Just painting the picture of what's
wearing a
walking
leather
through the door.
cat suit. She's wearing the leather
Yeah.
cat suit.
And I got my gimp with me.
All right. I didn't know about him. Do I have to
I could put
incorporate him into the encounter?
So is that your
You have a
familiar?
character sheet?
Is that your familiar?
I mean, yeah, let's do it. Let's add it. We got Gimp. What the fuck's his name?
The level 1
Is
human
he-
fighter.
Or seriously, or is he like
Gimp
a little,
is his name.
Yeah, so he's a fairy or something. He's just
Yeah,
little fairy on a little chain.
in a
Giving,
Gimp suit.
giving massive twink energy.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, so like some silkiness maybe. I could play the lute, the pan flute, and part of the Cuxaxi Inn is
The
it,
cocksucking in. Yeah,
is
I'm familiar.
It's
Beer is
also
in.
I'm familiar.
it's also like we do like burlesque stuff, so I'm a performer as well. Again, busty, all natural. Could sing, dance, I got it all. Yeah, so that's me. That's Isotta.
Right. Unfortunately, Gimp has to stay outside. They don't allow anything on leashes into the pie hole.
I would never allow him in.
He's toilet trained. Come on.
Yeah. He knows his place. So I just like
My
float
gimp is dirty.
to the
Float in.
Who brings up the rear?
All right. And then, so stumbling.
usually it's in my rear.
Hmm.
You got that right, Toots. stumbling in is Bradley Abadond, and he goes by Brad. So he's a
Not
variant ASMR.
not B rad.
No, not B-Rad, just Brad.
We can name him B
Brad.
Rad.
You can call me
No, it's
B-Rad.
B-Rad
Friends,
now.
friends can call me
No, it's
B-Rad,
not fun anymore.
but stage name
It's not fun.
Brad.
It's not fun when you enjoy it.
Okay, well, fine. Then I don't like it. Anyways, variant ASMR. I
No,
come
that makes it worse.
stumbling in to the pie hole, and I'm like a 33-year-old dude. I got long hair, wearing all black, leather
Bang.
studded armor, and long hair. I think I already said that. Essentially, picture Jared Leto. That's me.
Do you have the forward swoop where it covers
No,
one
this
eye?
is long hair. This is throwback, like straight back long hair. Not it'll in the heat of the moment, it comes over his face and like you just see some eyes. There's not much. It covers down pretty low, but in just walking around, I got it pushed back. And yeah, so celestial being, but my dad wanted to sacrifice me, and so I wasn't down with that, and I left that shit. So I'm now
I sympathize with you.
wandering the earth.
I sympathize with you. My dad wanted to sacrifice me metaphorically.
Yeah, exactly. We have similar backgrounds, and I think you'll enjoy some of the songs I've written about my dad and how he's an asshole. So, but I'm down here now, and I play my lute. I party my face off. I might have a slight substance abuse problem, not specific. It's all of them. And
what bard on the road hasn't encountered a little dust here or there?
A little bit of that fairy dust. You better be
A little
watch,
dust of tracelessness is what they call it. I think
you better watch Gimp, man. B-Rad might take him out back and just
yeah. So
Only
sexy,
if he pays.
and I hate my dad, and yeah, I essentially play shows and do gigs to fund my substance abuse issues and partying, because that's the way to live life. I might die tomorrow. Why not make every day
when you're born
the
to
best it
a
can be?
higher being and you need to chill out? I don't know a better way to do it than that.
Exactly. So, and happen to run into you kind folks at trying to do that heist of the coccyx, because I was told that inside of it there's a vial of the most pure fairy dust you can find. Now, unfortunately, we've come to find out that that was not true. That was a drug-induced hallucination. No one even told me that. I made it up and thought that was real. So now we're here. And
We love believing our own
with that,
delusions.
I'm gonna just take a swig. Yes, take a swig of my my little off my, what's the name of that?
You've got like do you have like a never-ending
taking
canteen?
A swig out of my flask.
Like a never-ending canteen.
Yeah, I have a flask. And yeah, here we are.
All right. You guys enter the pie hole, or shut your pie hole, I should say. It's a small, fairly quaint bakery. Not much in the way of tables or anything like that inside. It's really just a front to sell their goods and get the fuck out, more or less. But you walk up to the counter and there's again, it's a halfling, so the age is hard to tell sometimes, but looks like a young halfling woman, modestly dressed with a a small apron smock on. She looks up from the counter and what can I do for you? My name is Jama Pibido. Welcome to Shut Your Pie Hole.
I walk up completely straight faced. I'm here for business. uh, I need three of your most curdled banana cream pies that you've got, preferably from a week ago if you've got them still.
Oh, oh, I, I, I don't usually keep, curdled pies around, but I do have a couple day old pies that, or on the brink. If you wanted to, you could probably do something that would set them over the edge. Like I could.
Hey,
I'm
before
willing
we
to
got here,
pay top dollar.
did you ask
Well,
Asota if she had any curdled cream pies?
all right,
Listen,
all
I
right.
douche those out.
There's your
Bradley.
I knew it was coming, but again,
Hank.
Ray basically being asexual.
Yeah.
That's not how he gets off.
Yeah,
That joke,
yeah.
it never occurred
Doesn't
to
even
him.
matter.
Never
Yep.
never occurred to him.
Jama leans in a little bit, looking at you. You said you'd be willing to pay top dollar.
top coin for your stinkiest pie you've got.
All right, come around back. And
I turn back to the other
just
two.
to you.
I turn back to the other two, give them a thumbs up, and walk.
And come back with Jama. All right. She guides you out back to the kitchen. There's another halfling, a small boy, slaving away, making some bread, rolling some dough out.
When we walk into the kitchen, can I survey to see what they've got going and cooking?
Yeah, perception check.
What is she cooking? That is a nat
Okay,
1.
I'm still in the front, right?
Yes, you both are out front.
First roll of the game, nat 1. Love it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Good omen.
Yeah, looks like bread. Yeah, it looks like bread.
Bread. I turn to the whoever, her little assistant over there and just goes, bread. Give him the thumbs up. Real heads no.
He looks up at you and then makes eye contact with Jama, and she nods at him and he smiles, waves back, and then gets back to his bread. She brings you out back behind the kitchen. There's a dumpster.
Oh,
she
boy.
says,
I'm doing the rubbing my hands together.
all right, I'm not going to question why you want rotten pies. I'm just going to say, pay me whatever you're going to pay me. I'm going to close my eyes and forget this ever happened. And if anyone asks, I never saw you. You never saw me. And those pies were your own.
You see Gimp out back smoking a cigarette with his mask on.
Smoking a Newport.
Hey,
just watching.
Get the pets out of the alley. They're supposed to be leashed up out in front of the door.
He just freaks out and scurries away.
It's the clock. All right, so what are we looking at here in this dumpster?
It's pretty nasty, to be completely honest. It's
there's a family of raccoons.
I mean, no, there's not really much in the way of raccoons or something like that would tear through the garbage around here. So most of the food is fairly intact, which means it gets really gross.
Good.
I mean, there looks like there might be some apple pies, some raspberry. There's definitely some chocolate cream, banana cream, and maybe some key lime pies in there as well.
Do you eat any of these pies?
No,
Ray?
No. They
don't even give them a little taste.
There's probably about 5 total full pies you can find, 3 of which I would say are cream based.
Okay, I'll take the 3 cream based ones, and I'll give which of the other ones is the stinkiest?
The apple.
I'll take the apple. I'll take the apple one as well. And
all right.
I've got space in my cloak, and they just kind of disappear.
She turns around, expecting you to be holding pies, a little confused as to how you are not holding pies after it sounded like you just rummaged through her dumpster, but she doesn't question it too hard. She got her money. What did you hand her over?
I give her 6 gold pieces.
Oh, that's plenty. For reference to everyone listening, that's about what she would make in a month.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Your discretion is appreciated.
Oh, well, I mean, if you want to rummage my dumpster again, feel free, I guess. Anything else you need that's theoretically not rotten?
If there's any innuendo at all in any of those statements, completely over my head.
Understandable.
And I go back and say, last thing, I know this may be a stretch, but do you make any savory pies?
Oh, of course, we got meat pies. That's, a lunchtime bestseller.
Okay. What kind of seasonings do you use?
Oh, there's a little bit of that dragon root, and there's some of the more eccentric, Far Eastern spices, but we've got a spicy variant, that comes with some real kick.
I will take a bag of whatever your spiciest spice powder is.
She looks over at the boy who's still needing the same dough, and she's, this kid's, figured out that if he needs the same dough all day, he doesn't have to do a whole lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Looks over at him, and he, looks up, makes eye contact, and scurries around to the other side of the counter and pulls out, shuffling through the cabinet underneath, and pulls out a satchel of powder and puts it down, opens it, cracks it open so you can see, and there's a bright red powder on the inside. It is neon. Do you he gestures for you.
I've got one little like Coke nail.
Of course.
Yep.
And I take a little bit and right up one.
Oh,
and just whoa!
It goes up the nose, and she reaches out to stop you immediately because like that's not how that's supposed to work. But it's already up there. It's gone. Roll a con check.
Saving throw.
Saving throw. Sorry.
Check. Okay.
Saving throw.
Con is not my specialty. God damn, that's a 3.
Okay, you're sneezing uncontrollably.
Okay, perfect.
Uncontrollable sneezing.
This is exactly what I want. You name the price, lady. This is perfect.
Well, I mean, that satchel's enough for, multiple months of, savory meat pies, at Shut Your Pie Hole, but, it only costs maybe 2 gold.
Here's another 10 gold. You're doing me a service here.
I mean,
what am I down? 16 gold?
Yeah. She catches the money and just looks up at you in like utter shock. Is just again like you have changed her life. You have given her life-changing money immediately in a way that she would never get selling her two silver meat pies.
This shit isn't
learn to be like that from Papa.
This shit isn't.
She reaches out to shake your hand.
If I learned what from Papa didn't really
be generous like that.
Definitely that's definitely not. That was definitely not his style. No, he largely. What I learned from him is largely, just how to smoke cigarettes and cheat on your wife.
Beautiful.
Yes.
What you should learn from all fathers.
Jamer reaches out to shake your hand. Well, thank you. I don't know if I remember catching your name at the front, but again, thank you very much.
I shake the hand and specifically don't give her my name, and just
she sits there kind of expecting, but then the lack of name almost makes it more exciting for her. She's like, this nameless stranger just came through and changed my life. Like, asking for my garbage and my spices. Like, this is
throw my hood over till we meet again, and am out to the next shop unless anybody else is looking for a tasty treat. Oh, I may also get a bacon, egg, and cheese for the road.
Of course. She gestures to the boy, and he runs over and fires up a sandwich.
I'm watching my
Are
figure.
they-
Do you want the complimentary
They-
iced tea?
Is
So
it
they're back
sweetened or
in-
unsweetened?
Oh, you can have your choice.
Definitely sweetened.
All right, there you go.
How much does that run me?
Well, you don't have to pay for anything, dealer.
Excellent. Again, her whether she's like,
It was going to be something like 5 silver at best. So, like,
more than covered. All right. So
yeah,
again, what I'm imagining is I did the till we meet again, run out, and then
after you got your breakfast. Yeah,
no, I did that and then come back and be like, actually, I'll take a sandwich.
incredible. We love it.
And then come back. All right.
Did either of you have any business at Shut Your Pie Hole after witnessing this strange set of events?
So can we go to like while they were in the back? Is there
So now
is there anyone
time shift.
in
We're
the front of
No, you guys are alone. The only person that you can see is the child continuing to knead the dough.
Okay. I'm gonna like take a little peek around, see if there's like anything that looks, slightly poisonous or hallucinatory.
Perception check.
Maybe any little powder.
Perception check.
Get a magic mushroom peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah. Oh baby, nat 20.
Right. You look around with a discerning eye, as an addict would in a space that they are new in. And I mean, it's a bakery, so you're looking around and you see bread and little pastries, and nothing that screams hallucinogenic tripping device. And you keep looking and you keep looking and you keep looking. And there on the counter, it's an inkwell. And you know that some of the heavier ink, the aroma that comes off of it, can be pretty intoxicating.
Yeah.
My dude is puffing paint.
And as far as anything in
that's
the
gasoline.
vicinity would be, that is the best you're gonna get for what you're looking for.
Okay, so yeah, cool. I'm gonna walk over to that inkwell and pick it up, and I'm gonna offer a hit to the lady, the beautiful woman here. And then I don't know if she wants one.
I turn it down.
She abstains. Okay,
Not
whatever,
my drug
loser.
of choice. Huh?
I'm gonna
Stuck
just
up
take a
stuck-up bitch.
huge.
So I'm gonna
For
ask
real.
you to make
Hmm.
I'm gonna ask you to make a Constitution check,
Held it.
saving throw,
Okay.
and then potentially a Dexterity check. But we'll see where the con check goes first.
Just takes
Or the con save
a
goes first.
huge old ripper. Basically, he's doing poppers.
Yeah, that's I need to. I
Alright.
have a funny one for this if this goes the way I want it to.
Me
How
too.
how loose is his asshole?
12.
Okay, so it hits you in a way like that tells you yes, it's there's something there. You're getting a little hit off it.
Boy,
There's
some
nothing crazy. You
there's
get a
some
little bit of a head
ethanol in there.
rush. Just enough of a head rush. I'd like you to make a Dexterity check.
There's nothing more depraved than a man in the depths of an ether binge.
So that's just a D20 plus my dex, right?
Yep.
All right, so that's an 8.
All
Not
right.
great.
In the little bit of head rush that you get, your head dips forward a little bit, and the tip of your nose dips into the inkwell. You've got a little splotch of
Nice.
ink on your nose.
I go up to him and I put my finger to his nose, take the dot, and then just draw a penis on his forehead.
You bless him with the sign of your trade.
Yeah, from ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Like he's Catholic.
Smash
on
dashes
Ash
from cock to
Wednesday.
cock.
Yeah.
Do you put the inkwell back or do you steal it?
Oh, I'm taking that shit.
Right. Sleight of hand check. Just to see if the boy notices.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Is this before or after he and I are, exchange our?
You're
bread?
probably still rummaging through the dumpster right now, just about to put the pies in your coat. If I had to guess the timing of this.
14.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you fucking swipe that shit. Not the best tie you've ever had, but it's portable.
Precisely.
You don't know how long that the vapors will last, but there you go. You got an inkwell. Isota, how about you?
I'm good here. I drew my penis on
Yep, you got your thing.
Brad's face. That's all I needed from this trip.
I assume that Brad's going to just be huffing the inkwell most of the time that he's
Yep.
waiting for the rest of this to end.
So when I come back from that, it's I and after I come back and get my sandwich, I tell them, it's like you guys should really, you should fuel up if you're trying to get off, you need to be properly fueled. And this one over here, say got his got a dick on his face and nose covered in something. You need to eat something. Come
he was
on.
eating ass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not what you should be
I
eating.
mean,
here.
if anything, Ray, the dot of ink on his nose might bring back memories of Papa slightly.
Oh God. It's like, Papa,
that is traditionally a part of.
Papa, I'm trying so hard. I'm, please, this is the process. I will get off.
You said there's muffins.
Yes, there's many little pastries. And are you looking to
off.
buy a baked good and or bacon, egg, and cheese and a complimentary iced tea?
Yeah, exactly. I want one of those too. I need to
Are
soak
we,
up some
are we
of this
bacon,
liquid
egg,
in
and
my belly.
cheesing and iced teaing for the party?
I just want a yogurt.
Oh, looking at your figure, I see. All right. All right, lady. This right here is, I guess, what you would call curdled milk with some bacteria in it.
Thank you.
And then hands over both. Neither of you have to pay because Ray has changed this woman's life.
Ray covered us. Nice.
Yeah, she's not noticing that missing inkwell.
Mazel. I say mazel.
I mean, she absolutely doesn't notice and doesn't even pay mind to the fact that you have shit on your nose and a dick on your face. She is the happiest she's been in a long time. She's going home and going to bang her husband in a way that he's never been banged.
She's gonna franchise.
Yep.
It's pretty good bacon, egg, and cheese,
Awesome. So you move on to your next business. You had 4 more.
Yeah, here I'm straight business with the blacksmith as well,
Okay,
I'm
so you head to the blacksmith. This you come on up and it's the name of the blacksmith is Hammer and Stone. Inside is a Goliath male hammering away at an anvil. Huge, rippling muscles. This man is shredded.
Imp is just shaking because he's so horny but so scared at the same time.
His name is Iramir Cisne.
Again, I'm not even looking up from my list. Can't be intimidated by this guy if I don't pay attention.
I mean, his penis would probably be at your eye level anyways.
All I need is a small handsaw, some like tacks or tack nails or something, and this I get a little bit more, and I look to make sure that nobody's overhearing like these.
He bends down to lend you his ear. He stops hammering away at the anvil and sets the hammer down.
So these may not, like wondering if, what the access to, the back shelf items are. I'm in need of a little alchemical assistance.
Well,
I say to you, I got some blue
handsaw,
pills right here.
handsaw over there hanging on the wall. You can get 5 silver. Tack nails. I mean, I got horseshoeing nails over there. Those are pretty sharp. I don't know. You can handful, 2 silver. Now you want back shelf items. Now you got to be a little more specific than that, because I don't necessarily understand hidden context.
I see. I see.
I'm working on it.
I see, my good man. No worries. I need some powders of specific quantities. I need some yellow sulfur and some black powder. Black 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 blasting powder. It's a tongue
He leans
twister.
in a little closer, eyes
I
you
like
up and
from that
down.
from issuing that tongue twister to him, I get off a little bit.
He eyes you up and down while you're mid euphoria. Leans in a little closer. Sniffs you. It's weird. You want sulfur and black powder?
Yes, sir. For purely recreational purposes.
I'm not going to ask you why you want sulfur and black powder. I'm going to kindly ask you to not tell anyone that I am in possession of sulfur and black powder.
Yeah, discretion is my middle name, and I get off a little bit more because it's definitely not my middle name.
All right, I didn't even get your first name, and you're already giving me your middle name. That's pretty cool. My name's, Iramir Cisne.
You're a fine. So you appear to be a fine craftsman. Again, just you do not need to worry about me. Like again, I don't even need that much. I just need a little bit of both.
He disappears over by the forge briefly. You get a little concerned that he's storing blasting powder over by the forge, but again, doesn't seem like he's the brightest individual occasionally. And he comes back with a small little powder horn, 2 small powder horns, I should say, and hands them over to you. That's really stinky sulfur. Smells like shit. And
Perfect.
that blasting powder is strong enough to blow shit up.
Perfect.
All included with the other shit, all of the gold.
I flip him an extra gold for his trouble. Just
You didn't have to do that, but and then he dips down.
I'm already thanking him, and I'm out the door.
He dips down and gives you a deep bow, and then he looks up and you're gone, and he just picks up his hammer. Wow, you're a mirror. You're getting better at people skills. Starts hammering away at his anvil.
Can I approach Earmere?
Earmere stops hammering, looks out. Oh, hey there, little miss. What can I do for you?
I call Gimp over to me. Gimp, come here.
Oh, no. Outside. We don't.
No, but
the forge is a dangerous place.
We don't need creatures of the. We don't need creatures of the Fey realm. He's mucking about in the forge in our place of business.
He's well trained. I need you to make him some heavier chains. He's been into that stuff lately.
There's chains on the wall over there. They're 3 silver.
I flip him a gold coin.
Well, thank you, miss. This almost makes up for you ignoring my rules about creatures in the workshop.
And
It's fine. It's
I,
fine.
I, s- I say, come here, Earmere baby. I have him lean into me.
He leans down.
I give him a peck on the cheek.
Oh, thank you, miss, kindly. He's got red cheeks all of a sudden. He's all bashful. I didn't know a pretty lady was going to be giving me a kiss and paying me money today. That's pretty cool. All right, chains
Ymir's
over there.
having a good day.
As we walk out, I turn to these guys and I go, I just made that regards day.
Tink, tink, tink.
All right.
You hear the hammer hitting
I'm
away in the background.
I'm just gonna
Really,
quickly
it's just his
offer.
boner.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not hitting an anvil anymore.
I'm just gonna offer.
Weird, it's asynchronous. It's tink, 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 tink.
or Amir, just a nice little whiff of my inkwell if he wants, and do one myself.
Oh no, sir. My brother succumbed to the vapors, and
It's a
people in
pandemic.
my
It's an epidemic.
Yeah.
It's taking out whole generations.
You're just
people in
back
my
from
line of work
outside.
already smell a lot of vapors that kind of make it hard for them to finish sentences. So thank you, but I'm going to hammer metal. Tink.
All right, cool.
Tink.
Bye, man. Good luck.
Have a good day. Enjoy your drugs.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
Right? Your stop at the blacksmith was successful.
Or two
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, what's our next?
I've got a couple more places I need to. I'm not waiting for these two lollygaggers.
Yep. Over by the blacksmith, the next shop would be the tannery. You can't miss the sign. It's got a goat with two blades across its neck, and it's called Mike Slice and Dice.
Brad,
Nice.
you're definitely gonna enjoy this place. Go
Yeah, I
go
was gonna
stand out
say.
back and around the curing vats, and
I'm pretty
you'll-
sure that an addict of Brad's level already has smelled the formaldehyde and has disappeared.
So you'll kill any remaining brain cells you've got left.
As you enter, there's a mostly androgynous human behind the counter. And as you enter, he looks up and, oh, yes, I am Mike. Mike. That is my name.
Mike, I'm not going to ask any other questions about that or what your deal is. Just got a simple request. I just need a couple empty sacks and one specially treated pig's bladder. I know you got it for me.
A small smile crawls across Mike's face. This is very interesting. Yes, I can give you sacks. And I do indeed have a specially coated pig's bladder.
I turned to the other two, and it's like, this guy gets it.
I'm doing double thumbs up back. Nice.
I'm a man of discerning taste, I see.
Actually, so I get more and more interested, and I'm like, okay, all right, Mike, you've got my interest peaked. What is your deal? What do you got going on here?
This is my tannery.
Is this how you get off, Mike? Because if so, props.
There's something intoxicating about removing the skin.
You
of
said
animals.
intoxicating.
Intoxicating indeed.
I mean, this guy does
I
do some
haven't
weird
found many
stuff when he
industries
comes
that
by
let
the
me-
Coxsackie Inn.
Oh, I have no need for inns.
So I'm looking at him. Okay, so Mike, it appears that you have no problems with getting off, but can I interest you in this literature pertaining to the teachings of one Hornier Fournier? I think you might be
Fournier.
amenable to his system
Fournier,
of practice.
Their hand reaches out across the table, snatches it, pulls it in tight, opens it. It's comical almost. The paper is basically on their face, right up on the nose. And then they snap it shut. Look over at you. This is intriguing. I do approve.
I thought you might. You're an interesting fellow. The whole air about you is so deeply unsettling that it will absolutely set you up well for doing some pranks and some spoofs and some goofs. You are spooftacular.
Smile.
I'm out.
Smile.
I'm leaving.
Falls
I'm
across
out the door.
face. I love spoofs and goofs.
So you seem
You
like
wanted-
you seem like a silly kind of guy, and that we
Yeah,
need more of those.
You said you wanted sacks and the pig's bladder.
Yeah, I'm just like looking for a little some bags, nothing big not like sacks, to put people in. That's a different kind of gag.
Oh yes, of course. I have those as well, but I understand.
Yeah, I'm looking for more just like, basically coin purse size sacks.
Oh,
It can be regular burlap, nothing special, but this pig's bladder. Let's talk.
So how many of the sacks?
5 would probably be fine.
Okay, so he rummages around a little bit behind the counter and pulls out 3 that match your coin purse size description, and then 2 that would be a little slightly larger. Think more like a bank bag that you would bring from a business, like an underarm bank bag.
One with a comical dollar sign on it. Yeah.
Yes, of course. And then they look at you and smile, disappear into the back, and you hear again. It sounds comical, like the rummaging and throwing of things, and like the stuff being moved around, and all of a sudden it all goes quiet again, and then the head pops through the curtain to the back.
It's just whoa.
And then out pops 2 hands holding a pig's bladder. And they smile, bring it back to the counter and set it down with a light flourish and bow, and look up to you. Will this suffice?
All right. This looks high quality work. I would hate to see you abandon this line of work if it does help you get off, to each his own. But again, if you're ever thinking about a career change, I'm sure that we could find a space for you in the growing ranks of our little following here. We're a new faith. It's all the rage. And I'm
The other faiths don't really suit me. This one seems more my style. We'll see.
I would think so. Here, and I give him like my card or something, send your carrier pigeon here. And
Does not have
they
your
rummage
name on
around
it.
again underneath and pull out a very dusty looking card. 2 fingers slided across the counter. And on it is very plain written text that says Mike space Mike. And that is it.
Awesome. This is going in my Rolodex when I get home. How much do I owe you? How much do I owe you, Mike?
Roll them. The pig's bladder's very unique. I would say 2 gold would be enough.
All right, here is 5 gold instead.
This is gonna
Mike,
haunt
I
me.
say, Mike, your skills are going wasted here.
I'm so glad I left.
Thank. I don't think I got your name.
Till we meet again, and I'm gone.
That's
I say to
incredible.
Wait, what do you say?
That's incredible.
Oh yeah, good. All right. All right. So I've filed that away. One new follower down for you, Papa.
You feel a
Hell yeah.
slight you feel a slight sense of 2 silent thumbs up. And then 2 hands like there's a wall in front of them.
and
Papa,
then you
Papa,
do you hear a whisper?
Papa, I will break you out of that glass box one of these days. That glass box in the sky cannot keep you. Cannot contain you for much longer.
All right. Carrying along, you had 2 more places you wanted to stop real quick. The next nearby would be
Hold on,
the
could I
farm
have
you
a
were
chat?
looking for. Oh, were you?
Can I
Did you
have a
want to
chat
speak
with
with
Mike?
Mike?
Yeah. I want to speak to Mike. I lean into Mike. I say,
Oh,
you seem like a weird guy.
well,
You got any chloroform back
first,
there?
no. We
Come on.
don't use chloroform.
You don't tell me you're not knocking out people and then cutting them up while they're alive, removing organs.
grab you and pull you
skin
in.
bags out of them.
They
Yeah.
grab you and pull you
You
in.
didn't think of the smell, you bitch.
No one gets hurt at Mike's Slice and Dice. Wherever you heard those rumors, they were false. And then let's go of your collar.
I'm still not convinced this guy doesn't have chloroform back there. I ask him again.
You have the super funny knockout gas.
I'm just like, come on.
That's how you got to phrase. That's how you got to phrase
Roll
it.
a persuasion check.
Oh. That's my thing. Roll. 13 plus 9.
22.
Yeah.
Mike looks around, eyes you up and down, eyes you up and down again, eyes you up and down a third time. You're starting to feel a little uncomfortable.
Oh, you weren't
Disappears
into
out
that
back,
kind of stuff.
and then comes back out from behind the counter, the curtain area, with a small vial, and looks at you. This is not chloroform. It is very powerful formaldehyde. It will knock someone out. Don't ask me why I know.
Did Mike become Russian?
A little bit there.
I was gonna ask.
There was an intentional shift there when the chemicals came out.
He's KGB. The ultimate goofer.
And then sits back behind the counter.
I get the sensation that Mike is like glistening.
Always.
That he's like unnaturally clammy.
He's dewy.
Yeah, dewy. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
He's what all the basic bitches want to be like.
Yeah, awesome.
But it's just effortless.
Then leans forward, waves their hand, kind of gesturing towards the door, and is basically like, "Mm, no charge. You know what you're doing.
Oh, free.
I, s-
Oh.
I
Have
slip it
fun.
between my titties and leave.
You didn't get that from like Micah Mike. And Micah Mike definitely doesn't have chemicals for that.
I
Just
say nothing and
tanning.
just leave.
So yeah, these leathers are definitely not made from human skin.
Just tanning creatures. The door closes.
What an interesting guy.
Like
I
Micah
say-
Mike is
I
one of
say
my
to the re-
finest creations.
As I say to the rest of you, as we're on our way to the next.
They
Next stop.
terrified me.
He's totally chopping up bodies.
You
Go
know?
check behind the building, so you don't know. What you don't see is the dumpster out back, is all I'll say. You're heading next. You asked around for a little bit because you said you wanted to find a farm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a
And people
local
in
farm,
town were
which is
a little, it's not really a farming town per se, but they do mention that there is, and they only referred to it as the farm. Okay.
good.
You head off it.
Is it the fucking CIA?
Nope, it's the closest thing to a farm you're going to get into this type of a suburbia type city fantasy scape. It's basically the stables with a small area for the horses and whatnot to walk through. There's some goats to keep the grasses short.
Can I sneak around and try to procure various types of animal shit and put them into
There is shit
everywhere
everywhere.
into some of those bags?
I'm going to let you know there are people shoveling shit.
Right.
And I don't think any of them are going to care if you take any of it. If anything, they're going to look confused as to why you are shoveling shit as well.
I'm
But
saying I'm
there's
gonna
horse
take.
shit, goat shit, pig shit, chicken shit.
I guess what I'll do is I'll fill up one of those big bank bags with shit of various kind.
Oh, that's going to smell fantastic.
No, it also
In the
goes.
have-
pocket dimension.
It also goes. Yeah, in my.
Yeah.
It goes in my coat.
So you have one bank bag full of mixed animal shit. Unless you had an animal of choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Am I the
As
victim
I-
of this
I look-
spoof?
You? No, I would. I don't prank my friends.
Okay. Just making sure,
low
man. This
level.
one's sinister. Also, I take my arm and just rub my face to try to get the ink off. But instead it smears all over, and now I have just like a inked tinged
You're in
face.
pseudo blackface at this point.
Yes. Essentially.
Every step of the way, you've made this worse.
And I turn to him and it's like, now that's an old one. I haven't seen that one. in a while." Some say it's out of style. I tend to agree, but there's a long-standing
strong.
tradition of that. Papa would approve.
You feel a sense of an invisible rope being pulled.
Go fuck. As I just get yanked back from this pile of shit.
So you know he's watching.
Yeah. All right, Papa.
So that's your stop at the farm.
Bless up, Papa.
You said the last place you had to go was a general store.
It's the general store for some random assorted items.
Yep. So this is Pal Supply Guys. And you walk in, and there's a skinny tabaxi male in basic plain shirt and pants with 2 earrings in the right ear. And he looks at you and goes, "Welcome. I am Pal. And this is my supply guys. What can I do?"
Let's see. I need a stack of parchment, and some tobacco leaves, both prepped, shredded, and not. and a fishing pole, if you got it, kind sir.
Oh, well, Hal Pal has wares if you have coin. So
I
let
got
me go.
coin. I got that coin. Don't you worry.
And he scurries around, scoops up, and looks back at you. How much paper?
You know, what the fuck do they call that? A sheaf or something?
Ream?
Yeah, a
Grabs
ream of
one,
paper?
sets
Yeah,
a ream, sets it down on the counter,
that'll do.
walks over to a small um glass jar with like a cork stopper, pops the stopper out, and pulls out some tobacco, looks over at you, and how much tobacco?
Fill up one of these pouches here, you know.
Oh, and takes the fucking jar and dumps it into the pouch, sets that on the counter. And then you said a fishing rod.
A simple like bamboo fishing pole will do.
And walks over and pulls a very basic stick with string.
Yep, that's perfect. Perfect. Beautiful.
I'm sorry I don't have much more, but this is what you want, and I have it. Do you have the coin? This
How
will
much is-
cost you 3 gold.
I'm in a generous mood today. I'll give you 3 gold and 1 silver. I'm jipping him.
Oh, well,
You're like, this guy's too weird for me.
if I'm not special, thank you.
I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna
There's some
Step
light
up
purring from the
to
tabaxi.
Mr. Halpal here.
Well, hello there.
Does hi Mr. Halpal. I'm just
You
curious
don't
if
have to
you
refer to
happen to
me in both
carry
full surname.
any
You can
of
just, my friends call me Mr. Pal.
okay. Okay, Mr. Pal. Pal guy. Let me do you have the like really strong ink by
You're
any
talking
chance?
like you're talking the good stuff.
Yeah, the good
I
the
can see
good
you've
stuff.
got a little bit on your nose there.
Maybe.
He's a connoisseur.
And he looks over and pulls a small inkwell out from under, takes a small hit of it himself, puts it back, and goes, "Well, I got what you need." Disappears, comes back with 4 large inkwells and sets them on the counter.
Oh yeah.
1 gold each.
Here's 5 gold, bitch. Thank you. You're a real
No,
pal.
thank you. And remember, he taps his nose. The head rush always makes you tip forward.
Yeah, sometimes I'm too drunk and forget.
The only other possible thing I'm looking for that I doubt would find here is any like wild berries and like not necessarily.
You could have potentially gotten those at the bakery.
Yeah, but those aren't the kind of berries I'm looking for.
Oh, you're looking for poison berries.
Like holly berries or something like that.
So on the edge of town, there is a transitionary area to the forest where
the
there's
hedgerow. The hedgerow.
Yeah, so some shrubbery and some thorn bushes and some berry plants. So you could probably go find some shit berries over there.
Should I do a nature check?
Yeah, give me a that just determines how quickly it comes for you.
Ooh, okay, yeah. That's a 17.
Yeah, no problem.
Uh,
You walk to the edge of town, you find a couple different plants, but you know what you're looking for. You
Yeah,
know
look
what
like-
shit berries look
I
like.
was like, oh yeah, those will make you do real good.
Yeah. You get however many you're looking for. You pick a plant clean.
Yeah, I fill up another one of those little bags.
So
All
you
right.
are
All right,
you
all right,
are now prepped.
ladies and gents. I'm ready.
Um,
I'm ready to get off. You?
Mhm.
I appreciate your
Ready to go get
indulgence.
my
I'm
money.
ready to
I appreciate you indulging me
Yeah.
here. This is an important part of the process.
want,
so
I want
now
my
we can
money.
either time skip to the museum into you being there, or we can do a brief description of what your plan to infiltrate was.
Well, so I was going to ask, like you said, we did our casing of the joint. Can you like give
Yes.
us our, our quick description of what it is that we discovered and what like the general layout is?
So because it's supposed to be a relatively public museum, there is no wrought fencing or anything like that around the perimeter. It is an open exterior. It is a singular rectangular block building, rising up 2 stories tall. The roof itself has lots of domes and archways and points and spires, to break up the fact that it itself is just rectangular on its basis. Brings in a lot of multicultural feelings of the building itself, like the artifacts inside it. You discovered that the night rotation is one main guard who runs the lobby, and one guard who patrols the exhibit rooms, and that you had linked up with one of the guards who was going to be shifting the lobby that night. And you can either describe how you went about that and your choices that brought you to the ability to be in possession of their uniform and be able to usurp their position for the night.
My
Well, yeah,
persuasive skills.
yeah, does the lady want to take? I don't know what this guy's proclivities are.
Doesn't matter, I got
He's a
high
very basic
persuasion.
chud guard. You can imagine that the
Perfect.
lady tiefling probably had him awooga hitting his head with a
Mhm.
hammer.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
He's
Yeah.
definitely frequented the inn.
You definitely
He doesn't
makes,
get paid enough to frequent the inn.
I say the type of
We
guy
have
who
low-level girls.
definitely writes reactionary comments on the town notice board, about like anti demons, freaking
Devil sex ladies are ruining.
devil sex ladies
the
are
day.
are ruining our culture and taking all our jobs, yet exclusively goes to your establishment to get his balls stepped on by
Mhm.
by you
Our
and other
cheapest.
tiefling ladies. Yeah.
No, I'm
Those
I'm
don't
high
have to
level,
be
I would do
mutually
that.
exclusive. I don't understand.
Shut
All
up,
right.
Brad. I know you've been there before.
So while they are engaged in all that stuff, I'm gonna take his uniform, study his, while like I sit like behind like the like there's like the
You're sitting in
screen,
the closet boudoir.
yeah, the screen doors or whatever. I'm studying every inch of this man as he's getting tied up and doing some light cock and ball torture.
Ooh, this is what the devil ladies are doing.
And I'm going to take his uniform if I can, and then cast disguise self on myself.
Not a problem taking the uniform. He's hands and feet are tied to the bedpost currently, and he is slowly starting to come to the realization that he might have put himself in a bad position here, because he's now at the mercy of a strange lady who doesn't know his safe word.
And yeah, throughout this entire exchange, again, completely flaccid here. This
Yep.
is part of the job.
Yeah,
This
is just the job. This is not anything else.
this is part of how I get off, not about getting off.
Yep. So you have assumed the role of the guard. You've left the guard tied up and incapacitated. I'm assuming you use some of your formaldehyde to keep him
Correct.
quiet. So you've got you took a light whiff of that vial yourself, just because you're familiar with your knockout chemicals. You've been around the block before. And just from a quick whiff, you're like, ooh, that's some strong shit right there. He's probably out for like 2 hours right now. So
Yeah.
like,
Mike
you got 2 hours
wasn't
before he
fucking
starts
around.
screaming.
Yeah, so my disguise self only lasts an hour, so I'll put the uniform on, and it's probably gonna be way too big. But I'll only cast it like when I'm like clocking in
Yeah.
for his shift.
It's really just getting into the museum that you're really worried about. Once you're inside, you're aware of the fact that the lobby guard and the patrolling guard do not interact in pretty much any way, shape, or
Let's say
form.
which guard is he that I am?
He is the lobby guard.
He's the lobby guard. Okay. Is there a break room for the? Is there a break room for the guards?
Yes. It is detached from the lobby.
All
Off
right.
to the side of the main museum is a small guard, like locker room break area.
All right. So like when I like check in, do I go there first?
Yes, that would be.
Okay. Are there like lockers or like where people put
Yeah,
their
so when you
their
go in,
civvies?
you enter the break room, locker room area. In Sacambo, there are some cubbies on the wall where the guards on shift would leave, any personal belongings they don't carry with them. And then as you in there are the two guards who are leaving the lobby, and the roaming guard from the previous shift are leaving, and they look over and fucking boring tonight. Don't have to really worry about much. Eberron's out on a fucking another adventure, so we didn't have to worry about his ass coming around.
When the two are leaving, I say like, oh, a little gift from the missus. Our youngest, was out in the fields picking some fresh berries, and I got some. She tied them up nice in these with these little bows, and here I'm, got them for you.
They
Figured
look over
figured
at
I'd
you
share
and
the wealth.
look at the berries and go, "Wow, that little shithead kid of yours finally did something right. Look at this." He grabs the
Yeah,
berries and grabs a handful and tosses them in their mouth.
right. As they do that, I do like kind of, make this noise like under my breath, just trying to keep my disguise as clear as possible. Just I can't help it.
They don't notice. They're at the end of their shift. They're kind of they don't really give a shit about much that's going on right now. They're doing the bare minimum to cross over.
Right.
They're eating their berries.
I cough, to try to cover it, and slap him on the back. All right, I'll take over.
Yeah, well, Tony's already inside doing his rounds. He beat you in.
Of course,
Fucking
Tony.
overachiever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, try hard, Tony. That's what I call it.
Tony's always trying to impress Eberron, like he's gonna take him on a fucking adventure, like that fucking kid Tall Cube.
Dude, I feel like Tall Cube is, I'm a little worried about Tall Cube. Is Eberron trafficking Tall Cube? What happened to Tall Cube's parents? There's a little something fishy going on with that relationship, but you didn't hear it from me.
That fucking, he's a halfling. So again, is he fucking 10 or is he 50? We don't fucking know. But he's running around with him like he's.
I don't know what's weirder. That that he's either got a sidekick that's either a little boy or some fucking middle-aged
man who looks like a little boy.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't know what's weird.
We're talking a lot about the boss right now, and then they like look around real quick and like, yeah, it's fine. We're good. Okay. Anyway, yeah, have a good one. Head out, grab another handful of berries, pop them in. All right, you have your run of the break room.
Right.
There's no one else in here.
I am.
Where are we right now?
You guys are probably waiting off site right now, and you see the other two guards leave the shack, and they walk up the property. They split directions because they're heading to different. They're heading to their homes. One of them walks in front of you, nods his head. Evening, lads and lady. Oh, hello.
Oh, Wooga.
This must be one of the devil ladies that old Zeon's been talking about that are ruining the fucking country. Let me tell you, I don't think you're ruining anything, Miss Lady. And then he tips his hat and he keeps walking.
Give him a wink.
All right. I'm going in.
Yeah, but before I open the door for them, before I open the door to let them in, I'm gonna search through. What did he say? It was it Tony? Was that his name?
Yeah, Tony.
Try hard, Tony. I'm gonna search through his locker. Is it open?
Yeah, they're open cubbies. They're not.
Okay.
It's kind of an honor system here.
What does he what does he have in his cubby? You know, because we got our uniforms, but like, yeah, we like supposed to change into them.
So you look in his cubby. Give me a perception check. Or
Okay.
yeah, perception. You're not investigating. You're not looking for meaning inside. You're just looking at what's in there.
Ooh, that's a 10.
All right. You see a basic jacket, like an overcoat that he throws on when he leaves. You know, one of those like the crier hats, like the town crier.
Yeah.
Like the one with like the little snap on the front.
Yeah.
The newsy boy hat.
Yeah, that's a better one. The newsy. Extra.
Extra.
And then in the top of his cubby is a small picture in a little frame of just a human woman. Looks okay.
I take out. I've got like a pretty extensive disguise kit. But I take out I've got like an eyeliner pencil or whatever, and I draw a unibrow in the picture.
Excellent. With deft skill, you have modified the picture of his dead sister.
I also sprinkle a little bit of the spice powder in his hat.
All right, on like the brim, I'm assuming, so that when he puts it on it,
or just like around the edge.
Oh, even better. So when he sweats and gets into his pores,
Irritates.
that's brilliant. As you're putting the powder in the hat, you hear the door for the guard shack crack open, and you pause for a second. You're like, wait, could my intelligence be wrong? Could I have not seen, another guard coming in? But no, it's just, you're two shitheads.
Yeah. Get on in here. It's time to get
Nice.
it's time to get off, folks. I'm already 2 steps ahead of you. All right, so yeah, what's the plan here? We got Tryhard Tony, who
is patrolling the exhibits.
If we could lure him back to the guard, to the break room, convince him to take a break, we'd have
other guard.
We'd have free roaming of the exhibits.
Okay.
I could charm him.
Well, I can message him in his brain.
Are we trying to give him a schizophrenic episode? Because if so, I'm for it.
I do always love that implication of a message spell when you send it to a random person. So what is this voice in my head?
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go.
Am I the chosen one? Am I the Dragonborn? Fus Roda?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna walk to the corner and just can I peek around the corner and see if I can see him?
So, again, this is a detached barracks.
Oh, it's
this is not attached to the regular building. This is a small barracks off to the side.
Okay.
To go into you have to leave the barracks and then go into the lobby to be able to.
Can I see Tony? Oh, okay. I'll go into the lobby.
Let's go into the lobby.
You if you guys are done pranking the break room, you can now head to the lobby and
I think I'm done. I think I'm done with the break room for now. I think that's all I got.
Yep. So you can move towards the lobby now. You move towards the front of this magnificent. As you get closer to it, the stonework is beautiful on this building. It's all manners of carved granite and marble and sandstone. It's so many different stone types brought together from all across the world in ways that you wouldn't expect possible, here in this building. And it's beautiful, but at the same time, it's kind of sad to see natural resources ripped away from their natural environment and put here on display for other people to ogle at. But you move forward towards the giant wooden double doors with big brass pullers, and you pull open the doors. I can.
God damn Zoom. Said it quit unexpectedly.
Sorry, Zoom only lets you share the first tab, so I had to move my map back to the first tab.
No, it's
So
my
you
Zoom
walk in
is
the front
being
door.
weird.
And can you guys see the map?
Yep.
Yep.
This is a very, very well drawn map. I will take all the credit for this artistic beauty.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give us the little legend here.
Yep. So you guys walk in the front door, which is this area right here. It's a 20-foot wide double door, so 10 foot for each door. It's massive. As you walk in, the interior is just as beautiful as the outside. Instead of the mixture of stone, this room is all marble. The most smooth, polished marble you've ever seen. Columns rising floor to ceiling, evenly spaced out across the width of the room. There are 2 fountains to either side of a giant wraparound desk, which you believe is where the lobby guard should be sitting. You know, as would be your job. You know, to greet people and to.
I want to go inspect the desk area around where the lobby guard should be.
Yep. So you can head over towards the desk and check out that. Just to finish the description of the interior of what you see. You've got the 2 fountains on either side. There are some potted plants dotting the perimeter. You know, a light touch of green to bring some naturality to the inside of a very cold stone interior. On the left, over here, is a small map that outlines the exhibit list for the hotel.
Is there a you are here?
Yes,
Spot.
that is what the map does.
Can I, with my little paint set that's in my disguise kit, paint over the you are here and put it somewhere else?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a. As a fellow DM, performance or dexterity?
Either one I think is fair.
Let's go performance.
It's actually better for me. Let's this way. Okay, that's a 13. Oh, dirty 20.
Oh, beautiful. With deft skill and ease, you've done this before. You've messed with signage. You cover up that X and you move it.
This is old hat to me.
Yeah. It barely even gets you,
but just because it's been done to death doesn't mean that say the classics are a classic for a reason.
As part of the map, you also see beyond just the X that shows you are here. You see a 2x2 grid of rooms beyond the lobby, with an arrow starting in the room to the bottom right, and then going counterclockwise up and around and finishing in the room in the bottom left. And it says one way.
Okay. Definitely going to switch that too.
That's why I told you.
Yeah, definitely going to switch the direction of which I want people coming in the exit.
Your dirty 20 carries over,
the
and
entrance.
you switch you cover up the arrowhead on one side and flip it to the other, so it looks like it's going the other direction. And it's beautiful. There's going to be people.
There's going to be so many traffic jams. I fucking love it.
There's going to be people walking into the one-way barrier force field.
Oh fuck!
It's going to be beautiful. And as you think that, you look over and you go, "Huh, that is a weird opening to the left of me." And you look, and there's a doorway there, and it's just open. Looks like it just goes straight through to the other room.
Can I throw throw one of my tack
Berries.
nails, or a berry or something.
And you
Hoping
don't even have to
someone
roll
eats
for
it.
it because it's just an open doorway, and you toss it and it gets to the breach of the doorway. It's like it hits a barrier, stops, lands on the ground.
Oh. So there's no going in that way unless you want your balls zapped off.
Nope. Do you go over? Do you go over to pick up
no?
your nail?
You know what I do? You know what I do? I was like, Brad. I think you can. I think this is the entrance.
All right, I'm gonna try it.
All right, you try to walk through the door.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
You
not.
walk in
Doesn't.
like all
There's no damage
bravado.
or anything like that. It basically just acts as a force field, like a glass sheet. You walk into it. It fucking hurts.
Just like, oh, fuck. Brad, I lied.
Fucking asshole.
I lied. I do prank my friends.
You asshole.
You take 2 points of damage.
So, there's a little double bit to that. The act
was.
itself.
There's
The act itself. and
there's
the,
a little
the
blood
prank.
in the corner of your nose,
The prank of telling you I don't prank my friends. This is, oh, fuck.
but in the process of walking into the force field, you do give me a perception check.
Alrighty.
Uh, 11.
I mean, it's not like it's hiding. When you look into the room beyond the force field, in the very center, you see a pedestal, and around the pedestal, from your angle, you would see 3 of them. Doing some quick trigonometry of sight angles, you would see 3 additional colored pedestals on each of the
That's not the word
faces
that we use.
of the
anymore.
pedestal. It's a square pedestal. So you could reasonably assume there's a 4th one on the other side. But on top of this pedestal is a white pearlescent orb with brass bands. And it's crazy because it's nighttime. You're doing your infiltration at night. But it's almost like there's a beam of sunlight coming down from the ceiling directly onto this orb. And it's beautiful. The way it shines in the light. For a second, Brad, you forget what it means to be high. And the orb just brings you grounded for a second.
Whoa.
And then it comes back.
Oh, didn't like that feeling.
Shit. That was awful. That orb is a terrifying fucking thing. We need to demand double the price after what I just witnessed.
And so you said how many pedestals were there?
4.
He can see 3, and then I said that it's
3.
reasonable for him to
Are they
assume
kind of-
there is a 4th.
Are they like just straight side by side, or I kind of missed that?
No, they dot the perimeter of the pedestal itself. So the pedestal sits in the middle, and it's square. And then each of the flat faces has an additional colored pedestal in front of it.
Okay.
And the ones that you see are green, red, and yellow.
Is the other one blue?
No, you can't see the other one, so you don't know what color it is. You just know that reasonably you can assume that there is
I
another
thought it was
pedestal
primary
there.
colors at first, but then I forgot green's not a primary color.
I'm too engineering brain to know primary colors anymore. The only color I know is anti-gray.
Okay, well that
So
seems
we
like
haven't
important
seen the
information.
guard.
Yeah.
Nope, he's roaming the exhibits. You know that the roaming guard will never be in the lobby unless called or referred to, because he is always
Oh, see, I
expected to
thought
be
we were
making
the
sure that the
roaming
exhibits are safe.
Can I see him? I can't see him though, right? Not through like a
Nope.
window or anything.
Nope. All you can see is the pedestal in the next room and the brief glimpse of an additional doorway in the adjacent corner to you that
Okay.
seems like it would enter into another room.
Question.
Answer.
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I would like to cast the spell of darkness.
Darkness.
Yes.
All right. What does that do exactly?
I don't know. We're going to find out. Magical darkness spreads from the point you choose within the range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. The darkness spreads around the corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through it.
Okay, so where are you casting your sphere of magical darkness?
On the orb.
Why?
Because Ben has X-ray vision, and we could get the guard to like freak out and then come to the front, and then we could deal with him.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, I'm all
you
for
reach
causing Tryhard. I keep blanking on his name. I should have written
Try
it
hard,
down.
Tony.
Try hard, Tony.
Tryhard Tony. Giving him a full psychotic break by whispering things into his directly into his
Yes.
mind.
Yes, yes.
I do like that. What are you thinking of? What are you thinking of saying to him? Like, 'cause, yeah, that could draw him out.
I'm gonna tell him that his ugly dead sister is calling to him.
Are you gonna pretend to be the dead sister?
I think so. I'm gonna pretend to be the dead sister and tell him that he needs to go to the lobby.
Tell me he just needs
No,
to go
I'm gonna
home.
tell him he goes to the guard shack so he can see that you vandalized the photo. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell him he must go look at the picture.
Right. You two should probably hide then. While I sit and pretend to be doing work at the desk.
So, how are you sending this message to Tony?
Well, I need to go sneak up and at least be 120 feet away from him and see him.
So you have to be able to see him.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to go start making your infiltration into the exhibit, and I'll I guess sit at the front desk for now?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea.
Can I, in order to hide, can I just become an aminal?
I mean, that's what druids do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. What kind of animal would be helpful?
Like a mouse? Something.
Yeah,
something
but that's
small
just
and
for
not
hiding.
noticeable. Yeah.
But
Isn't that what you're trying to do?
well, I want to be able to both hide and then utilize my animal form in the stealing, if necessary.
Might be tough to do.
have that as an option.
You've got multiple
thinking-
uses of your
You
wild
get
shape.
2. Yeah. Okay.
You have 2
All right.
wild shapes. Looking
Yeah,
around the
I'll
lobby,
go
there
mouse.
are plants, and the fountains are options for hiding places. So you said you're turning into a mouse?
Can I
Well, that was
become an
my
otter and
suggestion.
go in the fountain?
Be whatever you want. Go in the
I'm
fountain.
gonna be
Yeah.
an otter and go in the fountain and hide in the water.
All right. And then that leaves Brad to then go into the exhibits by himself to try to locate Tony.
Yes.
We love splitting the party right away. Let's do it.
I love this. This is beautiful.
I'm all for it.
So you're sitting at the desk. I'm just gonna drop up.
Matt, can we turn the music down just a little bit?
Yep, I was just thinking that actually. Give me 1 second. Stop share here.
Let's see here. What can I do to try hard, Tony?
It's a little more faint in the background.
God damn it.
So I'm just
Zoom.
gonna put a little color splotch here. What color do you want to be? Ray.
I'll be green, I guess.
Then Sota's over in the fountain, so I don't need
She's
to mark you
purple.
there.
She's
Easy to
purple.
remember.
Purp.
Then so Brad is going off on his own. So as you saw with the map, if you look at the lobby on the end there, there's the left door which had a barrier on it, and then to the right there is a door mirrored on the other side. You can try to walk through.
All right. Can I first just give a little check for any sort of alarm system or something like that?
Investigation check.
Before he sets off and goes, is there perhaps a janitor's closet somewhere?
All of that stuff would be in the guard lobby or the guard break room area.
The shack.
Okay, can I have grabbed the mop bucket?
Oh yeah, you can have done that.
Okay.
Not good. 3.
Not good.
Not good.
Yeah, you look around and it looks like ceiling. Lots of ceiling. Really tall ceiling.
Oh,
That's the best you got.
Before Brad goes off to try to do this, I'm gonna give him Blessing of the Trickster, which gives you advantage on stealth checks.
Cool.
Beautiful. All right, Brad.
All right, and then I'm also
Papa is smiling down on you.
Thank
Make
you,
him proud.
thank you, man.
You for this slight moment feel as if there is an invisible box around you.
You say be as
And
silent as Papa.
You reach forward, and for just a brief moment, feels like your hand presses against glass, and then it just pushes through.
I will honor your father. Papa.
You say in actions, not words.
Yes.
All right, your mic.
So you
Quick pause, Mike. Your microphone is fucked up again.
God damn it. Because every time, Matt, if you share your screen and unshare it, it force crashes my Zoom. Nope, you're gonna do it. That's gonna crash my Zoom. I was not telling you to do it.
It did sound like you were for a second. He had already
Oh.
acted.
Didn't this time? Okay, we're good. Do I sound better?
Yeah.
Resume.
So I'm going to cast Disguise Self for myself.
okay? What do you
And-
change your image?
I'm gonna look like a guard.
Like one of the guys that
You
walks
should,
by.
you should turn into
Yeah.
his sister. You should turn into his sister.
Oh shit. Yeah. No,
Oh.
wait.
Oh,
Can I turn?
now
Can
you're
I
really
do
gonna
that?
fuck
Can
him
I
up.
do that?
You could turn into his sister.
All right. I want to turn into a sister.
So you only really had an upper body shot. So you definitely know what shoulders up looks like. There's a lot of interpolation going on for everything below the shirt line. But to the best of your knowledge, you look like his dead sister.
Cannons.
Yeah, we don't know because
she had some work done in the afterlife.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, you are now in the visage of his dead sister. Do you carry forward?
Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna carry forward.
All right. You walk forward. And you pass right through the opening.
Okay.
No issue, no barrier. You turn around and you put your hand on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Glass.
Mm.
One way means one way.
Got it.
Okay, learning that, I'm going to put the janitor's mop bucket over the door, the exit door.
Beautiful.
Prop it up
Um,
nice.
So as you enter this first room, it's completely different than the lobby. The lobby was beautiful marble, and in here, it's all velvet. This beautiful purple velvet, red velvet. It's indulgent.
Was this
It's like the
Persona
padded
or in
puffs
Velvet
on the
Room?
wall with the little buttons that hold them in. And in this room, there are 3 exhibits that you see, 3 cases, and a phrase written on the wall adjacent to you in a language you have no fucking clue what it means. Make a perception check.
Oh, nice. Nat 20.
Tony is
Hell
not in
yeah.
here. And beyond that, you can see that the 3 cases hold 3 instruments,
Cool.
and each one has a little placard in front of it. It says what instrument it is.
Okay.
Are you going to go investigate the instruments, or are you going to continue your journey looking for Tony?
I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna use a message cantrip, and I can cast it through objects. And are they within 120 feet of me?
You are essentially within 120 feet of every point in the building.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna tell Ray, yo, it's a one-way, man. I can't come back out. I'm gonna die in here. You two have to come help me.
Cool. Before I leave, I'm going to not all cut all the way through, but I'm going to partially cut through one of the chair legs of the chair I'm sitting in.
Beautiful. Another classic. Papa is so happy.
Yeah.
And like, all right, I'm coming. I'm probably gonna
Do
at this
you,
point I was gonna say at this point I probably drop my disguise because it's not really doing
yeah,
much for me.
it's served your purpose. It's gotten you in.
Yeah, so yeah, I was gonna hold it so long as if I was staying out front to kind of trick Try Hard Tony, but I'll drop it for now. I'll maybe like pack the uniform away, and I'll go grab the otter.
I was
by
about to
the-
ask if you were going
by
to
the-
leave
by
the
the-
otter
Mhm.
swimming
by the
in
scruff of the scruff of the
fountain.
neck, and
then I turn into a woman.
and then once we pass through the barrier, I am so Brad still has Blessing of the Trickster, but I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Beautiful.
On us.
Plus 10 to all of your stealth rolls.
Yeah, so we're all stealthy
Wow.
quick.
So it's a you're in human or you're in tiefling form again. You dropped the otter.
Yep.
So
You
you're
should
all
keep
in
the otter
there.
just in case. You should keep it. You never know. You've got limited usage, so
Fair.
keep it.
All right, fine. All right, I'm still an otter.
So you've all entered the first room then?
Yes.
All right. As you all walk through again, it's velvet, plush, gorgeous. Gives this real just like luxurious vibe. And you all see the 3 cases of instruments. And now, as a new DM, I'm curious. I don't remember exactly how it works with Druid Wild Shape. He still can understand. She can still understand.
Druid Wild Shape is different than Polymorph in this key
Yeah.
way, whereas
They maintain their
the
intelligence. And everything.
polymorph takes
Mhm.
all the stats.
Yeah.
Whereas the wild shape, you gain the physical stats of the animal. So strength, dexterity, and
Yeah.
constitution, but you keep your mental stats. Whereas
So
polymorph, like if you polymorph somebody into a fly, they have the intelligence of a fly. But
yes,
someone wild shapes into a fly, you can still think like a human.
Yeah.
Or human-like.
So while neither Ray nor Brad have any fucking clue what's written on the wall there, to you, Isota, plain as
Mhm.
English. That stuff.
It's fucking otter speak.
Yeah, you read that in your sleep.
What
And
does
all
it
it
say?
says is music is the key.
So now, after reading that, I turn into a tiefling.
I was kind of hoping you were going to try to otter chatter at them.
You're like, it's
So-
trying
but I
to
turn-
communicate with me.
I turn into a tiefling and I start playing my bird pipes.
You start playing your pipes?
My bird pipes. That it's specifically a bird pipe. But yes, I play them.
All right. You start playing. You start playing your pipe. In one of the 3 cases, the door opens.
What are the instruments? Let me ask that first.
No one had asked that
I'll be-
yet. So
yes, I guess I'll be the one.
the instrument case that just opened is a flute. It's relatively plain looking to the naked eye, but as you get closer and look at it, it's got some rat type motifs on it, swirling up, like climbing up
God.
the
Oh my God,
edges.
you're gonna
Rat
Pied
man.
Piper. You're gonna Pied Piper to this shit.
In the next case, there is a let me get my magic item list because I remembered the first one, but I got to keep them all. That's why I need my phone open too. We need 4 screens as a DM.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't crash my computer yesterday when I was running a stream. I'm doing or running a session for my other group. It's like this crazy dungeon thing that I only have myself to blame for creating it like this, but I had so many fucking Chrome tabs open. It was obscene.
Yeah. Yep. You should see my laptop and now my phone. So in the next case, you see a very ornate wooden mandolin with beautiful filigree scrolling all over it and green and gold embroidery wrapped around it. And then in the final case, you see a silver pair of bagpipes
Oh yeah.
with red string trim and almost looks like rubies inlaid in parts of the metalwork. Do you walk up and investigate any of these the placards out in front of the?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna stick my face in the glass of the bagpipes.
So
Can I investigate the placards? Maybe
Yeah,
I could
absolutely.
read them.
Roll a. I mean, shit. Nah, it's just reading. You walk up and read the placards. They're written in common. It was only the phrase in the wall that was written in
Mhm.
infernal. The case that opened is known as the pipe of the sewers.
Cool.
Can I take the pipe?
You reach out, reach your hand into the glass case, wrap your fingers around the pipe. A position a woman of Isota is very familiar with. And then
Falls into
remove it
muscle
from the
memory.
glass case. Nothing happens.
I
You
start
have a-
playing it.
All right. It sounds beautiful like a flute. I'm not going to send it to you. I'm going to rely on you to type in pipe of the sewers so that you can see what it is. in 5th edition. But you'll have to attune to it, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, to get its full use case. But the other two read, because you're looking at the bagpipes, the Seal, C-I-L, bagpipes, and the Knaith mandolin. And underneath each one, they're described as legendary instruments of bardic colleges. And for purposes for you, Ray, the Seal bagpipes share a stat block with the Seal lyre.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to, if I don't have my actual bagpipes on me, I don't really bring them on jobs. I will take one use I can make out of my inflated pig's bladder is to kind of turn it into a makeshift.
The Irish and Scots would be proud because that is essentially what a bagpipe is.
Traditional.
Give me a performance check.
Okay.
Just because you're trying to play something that isn't an instrument.
That's another dirty 20.
It sounds horrible.
Hell
The
yeah.
sounds that come out of this pig bladder are awful to the ears of both of you. But you look up, Ray, and the door for the case cracks open.
Excellent. I'm going to snag this shit. Absolutely.
That's one Sill lyre bagpipes, one pipe of the sewers.
I'm gonna walk up to the what is the other one called?
The Knaith mandolin, Canaith mandolin.
I'm gonna walk up to the mandolin and take my lute out and start playing and singing. When I was a young boy, father
Ooh, Black Parade,
took
my
me
favorite.
into the city to see a marching
Almost
band.
like it's in rhythm with you. The glass case seems to resonate, and the door opens and closes to the beat, and then pops open.
Cool. I'll grab that shit.
Congratulations on robbing the first room. However, you hear, hey, what's that commotion? And you see the head of Tony pop around the corner in the next room. And he presses his hand up against the doorway that he cannot go through because it is a one-way, and yells at you, hey, you.
I'm gonna stop everyone from walking closer because I still look like his sister. So I'm gonna run up to the door and say, Tony, it's okay. I'm here to say goodbye.
The look of anger on his face shifts almost immediately to a look of sheer terror. Sarah, you're dead. You can't be here. What are you doing?
Tony, I'm here to tell you that you have made poor decisions with your life. Being a guard at this museum is not the calling for you. You must leave now, tonight, immediately, in order to fulfill your destiny of helping me attain inner peace. I will meet you outside.
Give me a deception check with advantage.
Okay.
Can I add something to that? You should
would you
tell
like
her
to
to
add?
join. Tell her to join Ray Ray's.
No, I don't want. I
Church.
don't want him. He's not a. He's not a spoof and goofery type.
Yeah.
He's too
Yeah.
straight. He tries too hard. It's not what we're about here.
All right.
Maybe you
So
can
what was
convert
it?
him.
A deception check with what?
Advantage. So roll it twice and then take the higher of the two rolls.
I'm
21.
gonna give you. I'll give you guidance.
Yep. So you've definitely tricked him. So now that you've given him this flee, run away, never come back, I would like you to give me a persuasion check. And because you passed the deception check, also with advantage.
All right. So you have guidance, which means you add a D4 as well.
You love a cleric who uses guidance.
Yeah, that's why Shadowheart never leaves the party in Baldur's
Ooh.
Gate.
Dirty 20.
Hold on. Hold. Okay.
Is that with your D4?
No. 24 with the D4.
Yeah. You're
No,
the look of sheer terror on this man's face over the sight of his 15-year long lost dead sister standing before him in a horrible visage of just her head and pretty much nothing else matching what he remembered her looking
And
like.
massive knockers.
Um,
It's been 15 years,
drops-
man.
You got the milkers.
he drops his guard keys and sprints out of the room through the other door.
With my bagpipes in hand, I'm going to go swipe into the next room and swipe those keys.
Absolutely. You all carry forward with him into the next room. You've pretty much wiped
Yeah.
this room clean. You've taken the three things.
Yeah, I'm
you
ready.
pass through the next door and enter a, again, completely different room than the one you just left. The one you just left was velvet and luxurious. This one it's yellow, which is it's gaudy. It's gold. There's gold everywhere. I love gold. And in this room, you can see 4 cases. A, B, C, D. I can zoom out a little bit further. Just ignore the room on the other side.
You could type in your own percentage.
Can you?
You can.
Should be able to.
Hit the negatory there.
Huh.
Either way.
You can in Google Docs.
You walk in, gold everywhere, gold embossing on the walls, on the floor, on the ceiling. You scooped up Tony's keys. You can hear Tony scrambling through the next room into the next doorway. His panic footsteps echoing from room to room.
Can I keep an ear out to see if and when he triggers the water
Perception
bucket,
check.
the water bucket trap? That is an 18, boss.
You hold your hand out to the ear, and all of a sudden, sploosh, and the sound of tripping and falling, and then another sploosh, as the bucket over his head made him trip into the fountain on the other side, which had some fresh otter feces in it.
Even better. Fuck. Oh shit. I have to like put my hand out, on the wall and just, stop for a second. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Oof, shake it off. I'm good.
And then a few moments later, you hear the sound of wet, sloshy footsteps bursting through the door. And out, as far as you know, gone. You perception check to anyone looking around the room.
I'm
perception check.
probably too
You're probably
focused.
you're in a
Horned up.
different state right now.
13.
I got a 16.
All right. You see 4 again glass cases in front of you. No discernible writing on the wall, like the room prior. But in front of you, you see a glass case that appears to have a pillow sitting on a pedestal with a small pink rhomboid type shape, like a crystal gem sitting on top of it. Each one of these also, again, has a placard in front of it. Going again round clockwise, the next case you'd see, you look at it, and you look really fucking hard. You can't see shit inside of it. It's swirling, and there's just like fog and smoke, and nothing discernible beyond that. Then again, continuing through the third case, you see this beautiful cloak sitting on a mannequin. And the cloak itself, it's black with these almost webbing like features and trim on it. And it's one of those, like, it looks just, it's silky, it's smooth, it looks beautiful. Very few of you have seen a cloak with that type of detail and sheen to it. And then the
Because
last
I'm a
one,
girl and I always be shopping, I definitely want that one.
of course. The final case that you see in the room, it's a little unsettling. It's kind of gross. It's a robe, again, on a mannequin, but this robe is littered with eyes. Eyes all over it. And it's not just images of eyes. You look closely, they're moving. They're blinking. They are an ever-shifting web of eyes all over this robe. Do you investigate the any of the placards?
Well, I want to check out the one with the swirling black mass.
So you walk over and you look at the placard, and the placard reads, "Amulet of Proof Against Detection in Location." And then underneath it,
Gangster's dream.
Underneath it says, "Those who wish not to be seen need only wear this amulet and forever be hidden from magical detection." Do you
first, before we like go any further, I'm gonna spend the next minute talking to you, giving you guys like a sermon on, like, how good it is to get off on other people's misery and making them feel stupid, and making them feel stupid makes you feel smart. Don't you want to feel like this forever? You can follow Papa's teachings. I believe in you. I know you can do this. And I cast motivational speech, which gives us all 5 temporary hit points, advantage on wisdom saves, and it lasts for an hour, and when you get hit by an attack, you get advantage on the next attack you make. But it loses its effect once you lose those hit points.
Makes sense.
you give your motivational speech. The final line underneath that placard was, one only needs to perceive to find the key.
So which one did Ben investigate?
He's investigating the one that you couldn't see inside, the swirling smoky mass.
I want to investigate the robe of eyes.
All right. You walk over and it reads, "Robe of Eyes." And then underneath it
Couldn't have
says,
guessed that one.
"They say modesty is the key, but I disagree."
Honesty is the key, but I disagree. Interesting. And I take the robe.
You reach out to grab the robe. There is a case around it.
I can't open the case.
Doesn't seem to be any means of opening the case. The ones
This-
in the other room were the same way.
This simple wordplay is definitely going to stump me for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Can
I cast Bardic Inspiration on both of my party mates?
Pretty sure you can only do it. Well, actually, no, I think you can actually do it.
I think it's an
You can do
area.
I
it
have
multiple
3 shots.
times.
No, it's not
just
an area
a-
thing. It's you just
It's
give
not
it
area.
You would just
Yeah.
count it like the next 6 seconds. You would do your next turn's worth of bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
And what's your inspiration die at this point? Like a
1d8.
1d8. Okay. I mean, I just want to investigate it clearer to see like if I know, my little alcove here says I got to perceive. I'm looking every nook and cranny, every corner. Gotta
Perception
be
check.
there's got to be some trickery around here.
Hmm.
Okay, that's not very good. Plus a d8. It's a 15 total.
Look around. Nothing really stands out. It's just gold. You look at the case. Swirling, foggy mass. Nothing really stands out.
In the room, again, you just said it's just gold.
Yeah, it's all gold. All gold everything. Like Trinidad James.
Gold
Yeah.
on my chain.
I don't really have any
Could I-
spells.
That's all I'm gonna sing of that song.
Can I go get the silky robe?
Yeah, you walk over. Do you read the placard?
Yes.
It says Cloak of Arachnida.
Cloak of Erection?
Mhm.
No.
Mhm.
Well, I think the one for the modesty, you just gotta get naked. That one, I'm pretty clear. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
You
fair.
just gotta get naked. Mine,
That's fair.
no idea.
Do you get naked?
I get naked.
You remove your clothes.
Buck naked.
All the eyes on the robe shut, and the glass disappears.
It's bashful.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna take that.
Cool. You have a robe of eyes.
Nice. Do I know what that is? No.
You can look it up though.
Yeah, you can find it in D&D in your D&D Beyond sheet.
So you reach out. You read the placard. It says Cloak of Arachnida, and underneath it says Beware of spiders. You reach out.
Yeah.
You reach out and touch the barrier, and the barrier in front of you shifts from clear glass like case to webbing, and a web shoots out from the corner and hits your hand. And I am going to need, at the very least, Isota to roll for initiative
Oh.
as a giant spider comes crawling out of the corner.
Oh damn.
9.
I'll join in. Why not?
You can all roll for initiative if you want to engage in combat.
I mean, is it gonna ignore me if I don't?
I mean, right now it only has one quarry.
All right,
12.
Then no, I'm good. Then let it. I'm gonna keep thinking over my little thing here. Call if you
12.
need. Call if you need me.
So, you go first, Brad.
I'm
Cool.
You
pissed
see
at
a
Brad
giant
'cause I'm a
fucking
girl
spider
boss that doesn't need is an
come crawling
independent
out of
woman.
the portal that just formed on the corner of the room.
Okay.
What do you
I'm
do?
gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Roll for Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that is a choice spell to have taken from that Bard College thing?
18.
Eldritch Blast, probably the best
That'll
cantrip
hit.
in the game.
Nice.
Do you only have
Roll
one
for-
beam at this level?
Yeah, because I'm casting it as a cantrip.
Well, it's always
Well,
a cantrip.
you can
It's
cast
always a
multiple
cantrip.
beams as a cantrip at higher levels.
Yeah, it
like when you
depends.
get
It
to.
depends. What
Oh, it depends
level
on
you
my
are.
level?
Yeah, what
Oh.
level you are.
Sorry, yeah, I got 2 beams then, bitch.
Oh, so roll your second beam.
I couldn't remember if it was 8 or like 11 or something.
Second beam is 14.
Just hits.
Hell
So
All right.
roll your damage.
Yep. First damage is 8.
Okay.
Second damage is 6.
Okay.
Pow,
All right.
pow, 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 pow.
Up next, it's Isota.
So remind me, do I get an action and a bonus action?
Yes.
I'm gonna use Ice Knife.
Okay. Explain.
That is a 24. It's a spell. It's a
Ranged
24 to
spell.
hit. It's a
Okay,
ranged
that hits.
spell.
Damage.
13.
How do you want to do this?
I fling the knife into its pincers and split them in half.
You got him by 1 HP. He was not a beefy spider. The blade bisects the mandibles of the giant spider, and as it passes through and splits the body into what you were expecting to be a very disgusting display of spider guts everywhere, as its body splits in half, it apparates into nothing and disappears, and the webbing barrier in front of you flashes and gives away.
Will I take the cloak?
You now have the cloak of Arachnida.
Cool.
I'm getting frustrated, so I'm just gonna take my hammer, my light hammer, and smack the case in front of
Does
me.
not do anything.
God damn it! Do you guys
Hey-
know what
hey,
this is
Dingus.
what this is talking
Say it
about?
again?
Don't you
are
have
either
a
of you
ring
gonna
of
walk
X-ray
over and try to
vision?
help him?
Oh, I do. Fuck, I do have a ring of X-ray vision. Fuck. Okay, yeah. So I was like, why? I don't
Dingus.
have something that can do this. Yeah. So I'm gonna use my ring to. It says it appear through solid matter, but that solid matter? I thought you said it was like smoke.
Yeah, it's an ethereal smoke. I would say at the very least it would give you advantage on a perception check into the case.
Okay.
It also might lower the DC of the.
All right, perception. Can I give myself guidance?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. At the very least, in the
Yeah,
critical
I
role
can.
season I'm watching, Jester
Yeah, I
gives
can.
herself guidance at every turn.
Yeah, I can.
Papa,
All right,
guide me.
natural 20.
Oh, hell yeah.
As you peer through the glass and the smoke, you're looking, it's almost like the smoke was never even there. Like what were you having trouble with before? That's weird. It's so clear and obvious. There it is. An amulet sitting on this little pedestal with a green gem placed in the middle. And as you're leaning on the glass because you were looking, profusely, it
Mhm.
just disappears.
See, they pranked the prankster. Respect.
So you can grab
Wow.
an amulet of proof of against detection and location.
Oh yeah. Do we want to take a little short rest and attune to these bad boys?
Yes.
You can also make this an opportunity where if you wanted to short rest and we wanted to pick up in a different point in time.
I'm cool with that.
That's fine fine by me. Let's see. I'm gonna look at.
I will say that there is one more case in this room if you wanted to tackle that before
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah,
Let's
sure.
do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
You walk over to the final case. This is the case that had the pillow inside of it, with the pink rhomboid gem sitting on top gently. And you walk over, and the placard reads in front of you, Ioun Stone, the Fortitude.
Ooh. I sound. Nope, don't need it. Next. No, what is it? What does it say?
Underneath, it says the following: pronounced as one letter and written with 3. Only 2 letters within, with 2 I can see.
Eyes.
am I?
Boom.
The glass disappears.
Nice. Nice.
You reach out and grab, and you have an Ioun Stone of Fortitude.
Look at what these do.
The Ioun Stone of Fortitude's pretty cool.
Spelling it
That
wrong.
that one, when attuned, floats around your head, and it acts like a bracers or a.
Cool.
But you guys have
Well,
cleared
if
out
you
2
can-
of the.
Oh, so it increases your con score.
Yeah.
Cool.
And remember, none of the. You don't have to use all of the items you find.
Is anybody particularly squishy?
Probably me.
What's your con score?
Not too bad actually. It's 14.
Yeah, I'm at 12. I've got the weakest,
Yeah.
probably. Sure, fine, I'll take it. Why not?
All right. So if we want to wrap it there, you guys can break for a brief short rest to attune with whatever items you want to attune with. You don't have to worry right now about taking a 30-minute short rest, because there's no guards coming for another shift change for, at this point, an hour and 40 minutes.
Cool.
Beyond that, the only other guard who was on shift, you traumatized the shit out of. I had to delete that character sheet, basically.
Get fucked.
Tryhard Tony is currently fleeing the countryside because the sister that he might or might not have killed in his childhood with a machete in a horrible accident, wrong kid died that day.
He became a rent-a-cop.
Wrong
and
kid
A
died.
depressed rent-a-cop.
But if we want to
Wrong
wrap
kid.
it there, because we are running a bit to the long side, we can pick back up in the final 2 rooms of the museum and see what we have going on there.
Let's see. Before we wrap, are there any pranks that I can do beforehand?
Absolutely. Now is the time to prank a room, prank a case.
I'm gonna lay some of these tack nails by the entryway to this door.
All right. Without a problem. I mean, you've done this before.
And
You lay out.
You know what I do?
What do you do?
I take my water skin and right by the exit as we leave though, I just pour some water so that people slip as they're going into the next room.
Dastardly as always.
the Papa approves.
Thank you. I tip my hat to him.
All right. Well, our intrepid adventurers will break for a short rest in this room, and we will pick it up from here at our next point, and we will finish it up there. I'd like to thank everyone for, stopping in, taking a first run through. We had a little bit of role play, a really quick, tiny encounter, some puzzles. You know,
always
we puzzle
always
and
be
good.
puzzling. Always be
Always
puzzling.
be puzzling.
We were pretty
Ray
successful with the puzzles.
Ray probably has a new disciple, so I'm hoping Mike makes a return at some point.
I feel like he's gonna overtake you as like the head of the church.
Yeah, maybe, but like, you know, it's not about, you know, status or whatever. It's about getting off, and
Or-
you know, everybody gets
no,
off in their own way.
He's gonna be in the church for like a week and get off and ascend
Yeah.
for you.
Well, if that's what he does, I'm happy for him. And inside, I'm I'm just cursing him, and you know,
Yeah.
Mike will know my rage, but
One step closer to just finishing yourself.
yep. We will have to see how that plan pans out. Matt, thank you for leading us through this session.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
good.
fun.
Trying my best.
Looking forward to finishing this up.
Great
Yeah,
character
absolutely.
work.
All
We
right.
will
Since we don't know when this episode will come out, no promises when the final episode of this comes out.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait and see. That'll be
That's
the
the
biggest
beauty of
prank,
these episodes.
and that'll be the biggest prank of all. Is, you know, say if and when these episodes come out. Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
But yeah, thank you for stopping by. We'll see if we can keep doing more of these. It's pretty fun. I'm having a good time.
All right, we will see you all in the next one.